Alright, I'm gonna start this a little bit different. Do you guys remember that famous Hypixel Battle Royale, which I loved when it came out? Me and my friends played it non-stop, and it was pretty much just amazing in general. Well, if you're looking for it, this is the video for you, because this plugin is spot on. Developer is active, and he takes suggestions non-stop. So if you are looking for that plugin, it's right here. I would highly suggest you guys get it because it is amazing with all the features and configuration, and overall there is no better plugin out there than this one. I'm not gonna lie. In general, just stay tuned and enjoy the video.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
So hey guys, how's it going? Diamond here, and today we're going to be looking over the BattleRoyale plugin. Now, in general, this plugin, it's packed full of features with even additional plugins you can add to add more customization towards it, such as a Food Warriors mode, which is from what I know, it's from Fortnite. I never actually played it though, but it does come with a ton of modes in this one. You can play up to squads, you can play 2v2, you can play solo, and there's even a 50v50, which in my opinion is like, wow. I've never seen someone add so many features, and trust me, there is way more than that. If you just check on my hotbar, you get all these customizations that not even Hypixel added, which I'm gonna be honest, this is just amazing. So you get the scoreboard, which is pretty clean. Then you get to go back to the lobby. You have the buy and vehicles, you have the buy particles, and you also have the parachute. So all these features into a single packed plugin. Now I'm going to show you guys how to create everything step by step, but first you're going to need Adrian SR Core, you're going to need Protocol Lib, and you're going to need the main plugin itself. So after you have all this packed in your folder, that's pretty much it. After that, we can go ahead and just start setting everything up. And I'm going to be honest, it's very simple. We're going to config later, but all I'm going to do is the main installation for now. And what I really enjoy about this plugin, it's all mainly GUI based. So it's very straightforward and it's amazing. In general, I just can't stop saying that. So to start it off, all you have to do is the main command BattleRoyale, and then for that you can either do BattleRoyale start, which would force start the game, or you can do editor, which is the main thing we're going to be using today. So for this, we can edit the lobby, we can set the spawn right where I'm standing, and we can save the configuration. That's all you need to do in the lobby. Now this step is a bit more trickier. You're going to have to go in the folder, the Battle Royale folder, and then the battle map folder, and you're going to add your own map there. So it's just an upload file, that's it. You can go ahead and open it, and here you can load the Battle Royale map, and I have mine right here called Royale. So once you click it, it will load up the map, and it's a replica because it's pretty much what it's supposed to be. And then you're gonna get another option right here. So now we go through the process of pretty much setting this whole entire map up, which is pretty goddamn easy, I'm not gonna lie. So first thing you're gonna have to do is select both position A and B, or 1 and 2, just like world edit. So that's pretty easy. Just go into the highest and lowest point, just like a cuboid. So I'm going above limit right now, but it doesn't matter. So all you have to do is the same command again, Battle Royale editor, and then here you can go ahead and select the game arena. So I have my game arena right here. Let me clear my inventory to make it easier for you guys to understand. So we're gonna have to go up 1, and we can just, so right here I have this glass. I can just go ahead and select it, and then I can go ahead back down and go for the next area. So I'm gonna have to go diagonally across and select the next position. So I'm in the lowest diagonally across point, and I'm gonna go ahead and right click this time. So I left and right clicked, and pretty much what that did is now we have this whole entire arena selected. And this is a pretty big arena, I'm not gonna lie, and the plugin supports it very nicely. So once I got that done, we can go ahead back into the editor, and then here we can go ahead and save world changes and save configuration in YML. I highly suggest you guys do that every single time. And then here we can even add player spawns. Now don't get confused, this is not where actual players are going to spawn. This is where the dragon, or mob in this case, will spawn. So basically which one of the mobs will spawn for, so basically where the dragon's going to spawn and carry out the players through the map, kind of like the battle was from. So I want one about here. Let me up the chunks so you guys can see the map better. So I'll just add a player spawn here, and then we can add multiples, which is amazing. It's very configurable, and it just reminds me a lot of the main game mode. So I'm gonna go ahead over here and add another one, and you can add multiples. So I'm gonna go ahead across and add about 2 more, and that pretty much is gonna be very similar to how Hypixel had theirs. So I'm gonna add one more over here, and it doesn't have to be all in the same height or anything. You can add it and customize it the way you want, depending on your map and anything regarding that. And then last one over here. Now you want to save the world changes and save the configuration. Again, I highly recommend it. And one thing is, where you're facing is where the dragon's gonna go. So if you're facing that way, the dragon's gonna go that way. So make sure you're always pointing towards the map or towards the center of it or something similar like. once you got that done, you do have the option of setting random chest. Now, you do have two options with the random chest. You can go ahead and get it, and what you can do is go ahead and place. You can go ahead and place it down, and then it would pretty much be placed. That's all you really wouldn't need to do. But in case you have a big, you even get a nice message saying random chest added. You can go ahead and just break it with the chest, and that will be removed. Now, for my case, I have a very big map with pretty much chests everywhere. If I can actually find some. So there's a chest right here. And basically, if you have chests just filled out in the world already and you already added them yourself, and you don't want that, and you don't want to go through the hassle of adding each one of them, just don't do anything. The game will automatically detect every single chest in the world as long as it's just a normal chest. And as soon as the player clicks it, the items will just fall out of the chest. You can pick it up and continue on your merry way. That's as simple as that. So if you're not going to do that, you can either set it one by one, or you can go ahead and add it just without touching anything, which is really nice. Save the world configuration again, and we're going to go into the next step, which is the world suction. So this one really got me going because it took me a little while to learn it. So I'm going to go for my best. If I don't get it 100%, I'm so sorry, but pretty much it will give a small explanation. Left click on a block to start a new border suction, shrinking suction, and right click on a block to add the next shrinking point. So it's pretty much you left click you right click a smaller position, and then you right click a even smaller position where everyone's gonna be added. So you can create as many sections as you want, which gives it a nice small detail where it's not always gonna be the same place you're gonna be fighting in, which is really nice, like I said. So pretty much I'm just gonna go ahead and add the first selection, which would be, I'm gonna go ahead and add it right around here. So it doesn't really matter. It will give you some nice information. How long do you want this point that will start shrinking? So pretty much how many times in seconds do you want it? So 60 seconds is a minute. So you can just add it in minutes you want. So after 3 minutes, I want it to start shrinking. How long do you want this point to take to close? So after 3 minutes, it's gonna start shrinking, but how fast should it shrink? I'm gonna give it right around a minute for it to, that's how fast it's gonna close. So 1 minute for it to close in total, and which will be the damage in radius. So I'm gonna go for a full out, just 1 heart per damage. So I'm just gonna put 1, and then enter the size of the radius in blocks. So this is a center point I chose, so I have to choose a radius of how far it's gonna be. Now, it's a pretty big map. I'm gonna give people a chance, so I'm gonna go for a radius of 300. So that's 300 from each side, meaning people still have a chance. Now, a new shuriken border has been added with success. Now we just need to add another one. You can even add in the same spot. And so I'm just gonna add one right here again. So this time I'm gonna right click, and this is gonna create the ending point of it. So how long do you want this point to start shrinking? So I want it to be after the first one. I'm gonna give people right around maybe 4 minutes this time, because it has to be a fast-paced game. And then after that, how long do you want to start closing? So for this one, I'll give a bit more of a chance for 2 minutes, since it's gonna be a bigger close in general. And then it's gonna ask how much damage. I'm gonna go for 1 heart again, and please enter the chat radius. So this one is mainly gonna be how small this is gonna be, and I'm gonna go for a really small size of just 10 on each end, meaning this is gonna be a very small area where people are gonna be fighting in. And pretty much that's it. You added the suction, and now what we can do is go ahead and repeat the command, and this time a new block will appear, and you just got to save the configuration for it. So save it, save the world files again, and that's it. You can go ahead and go back to the lobby. You are done with all the in-game things you have to do. It's amazing. It's that simple. Now what we're going to do is here we are in the folder, and basically once you open it up, you're going to have quite a lot of files. And pretty much you can go into configuration, and this is where you're mainly going to have to do about everything. So you have the type. Basically this will be connecting in what type of game mode you're going to go for. So solo, doubles, squad, or 50v50. So this is the type. I'm going to keep it as solo because that's the main goal I'm going for. And then the server name. So this is going to be pretty much in the scoreboard that you see in game. And then this is the game you're going to be using. So the map folder name. So for this one, I could go for, which my map name was Royale. So you're going to have to set that up to yours as well. And then you have the max amount of players. You have set it to bungee or not. And then you can use status mode in the MOTD. And then you have the auto restart. And you have the auto start, so as soon as 15 players joins, it will start a countdown from 10. And then you have the auto stop, this command to perform once the game is over. After that, you have the map load on server start, so you can do that false or true. And this one is so you can send a player back to what server you want in the Bungie configuration. That is if it's enabled. And pretty much you just have quite a lot of features you can change. If you want players to be saved all their cosmetics and vehicles that they use in the game, you're gonna have to hook it up to a MySQL database, which isn't that difficult and it's pretty straightforward. I'm not gonna explain to you guys how it works because it's pretty straightforward. All you need is a database and connect the database to here, enable this to true. And this is just commands to perform whenever a game starts for a player or whenever a game ends for a player. And pretty much that's about all you really need in this configuration. After that, all you have is the Battle Royale maps, and this is my Royale one. And right in here, you're gonna find a map configuration as well. And in it, you just have some basic core settings that you can change. So say, for example, you didn't want something in the X, Y, or Z position, you can go ahead and change it yourself, which is pretty straightforward. Now, for the minimap, I'm going to go for a brief explanation of what it is on the wiki, because myself, I'm still learning it, quite a lot of this plugin, because each new week there's something new added, and I just can't keep up with my schedule. So once the game arena is set, the minigame image will be saved automatically inside the folder of your map. You should be able to process in the console. Once the process ends, you can load the map using the map editor or start the game. The minimap image that is already saved will be loaded automatically. Also, you should be able to process it in the console. The image is determined by the size of the selected game arena and amount of RAM that your server has assigned. Once the process ends, you should be able to see the minimap in the selected game arena area. But if you have trouble loading the image of your minimap, you can perform the following steps. And if you want to check a full description of it, you can go ahead over to its wiki, which explains pretty much every single thing you need to know, and pretty much it's all there. So basically that's the whole configuration right there. It's very detailed and I quite like it a lot, I'm not gonna lie. And pretty much you guys gotta check out the plugin for yourself, give the developers some love. There's quite a lot of things you can change still here, and I'm still gonna try it out for myself. And then pretty much here as well, you have all the Battle Royale modes. Everything else is really up to you if you want to change the loot, items, lobby, and languages, of course. Other than that, that's pretty much it about here. And before we hop back in Minecraft, I do want to point out that if you guys want to see this game fully working, on Wednesday, I'm going to pretty much be doing the final cut for Battle Royale on recreating Hypixel and show some actual gameplay. So check it out on Wednesday and you guys will be able to see everything there. So there you have it, guys, the best Battle Royale plugin, period. If you guys want to check it out, it's going to be in the description down below. If you guys want to support the developer, get it for yourself, create your own, and stay tuned, because Wednesday I have another recreating Hypixel for you guys, and it's going to be exactly on this plugin. So check it out and leave your thoughts in the description down below. Other than that, love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. Thank you.